Hey, Soul Family, welcome to Soulspire. I am so happy that you're here with me today, and I hope that you're feeling divine in this very moment, that you're feeling connected to the divine. And if you were called here, then there is definitely a message here for you. So let's begin. All right. So, I think that you have been feeling maybe a little disconnected to your life. I think that there's a lot of beauty um, and abundance and just good things going on with that around you. And you're in a good place, but something about this experience, this life, that you're just kind of feeling like blah, like feeling as though this cannot be it. There has to be more. And it just has you feeling a sense of discontent, rather. But I want you to know that something is definitely lurking within the distance, that's going to bring about some change within your life. I think this is going to be abrupt and it's going to be maybe a surprise for you. I think that's how things tend to work out. They kind of instantaneously change, and as much as we want things to happen, in a way where we can kind of foresee, that isn't how life, occurs. Things kind of just instantaneously change through a matter of events occurring. And so I get this feeling that maybe you've been kind of apathetic, where you just haven't really been feeling things, that's been happening within your life, not really feeling that great, just kind of disconnected. And I mean, if you were on vacation and you were on the beach, and as beautiful as that is, and how we could look at the beautiful waters and the sun glistening and feel the sand, and how it touches your body, but you've been at the beach, but not able to enjoy it for whatever reasons. And I really think that's something that you're needing to work on, to be able to see all of the beauty and abundance around you, because you're in a good place within your life. But for whatever reason, there's something more that you're wanting. There's something more that you feel like you need. And maybe that's your internal drive that pushes you to do more or whatnot. But you gotta be careful with that, because you don't want to be in a place where you can't see all of the beauty around you, because it steals rather your joy, and you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have joy within your life. And I think, like I said, something is coming around the corner. Something is about to change. Things are about to change for you. So I hope that this will, provide you with some more happiness or fulfillment within your life. But it's also crucial for you to acknowledge and see all the beauty around you, okay? And not have this feeling of apathy, because there's so much great there's so much greatness working in your favor. But you need to be able to see that. You need to be able to feel that. It doesn't matter if I'm telling you this if that's not what you feel. So there's some tweaking of your perspective that maybe you're needing to do, you know? And as a result of that, it's going to bring in some changes within your life, a transition towards the way you do see things. You will have more fulfillment. And no, you're not, all the way there where you're ultimately going to be just appreciative of everything, but it's changing the way you see things, changing your mindset, changing, the way that you have this emotional connection to things. So it's very important that we don't allow our emotions to rule us, and that we embrace them, yes, but we use them as as a way of being like a thermostat to kind of guide us as how we move, not to be the definite or the finite thing that has to occur because we feel this way. They're just kind of guiders. You use them as a guide for making your choices, for making decisions as far as your direction. So you're changing the way that you do see things. And this is new for you. And it's difficult. It's hard, because you're wanting to be better, you're wanting to do better, but you having these programs that have been instilled within you. So it's like you're trying to break free from this. You're wanting to see all the beauty around you, even though it's been difficult because your focus has been kind of on the darkness. But this is changing for you. You're changing this, which is great. And you should be proud of yourself for making these changes. And it's so hard. So many people, don't overcome this within their life, and they just focus on the things that aren't working right for them, or the things that are dark within your life. So keep working towards self betterment and being the best version of yourself, and embracing the shadow aspects. It's okay to look at things negatively, but make sure that you have a balance with that, and that you're also looking at the things that are positive within your life. And it's going to bring you more fulfillment and more feelings that are positive, which are what you're ultimately seeking. And at the center here, we have the Emperor, and you're learning, that you are this powerful individual. Through the dark things that you've experienced, through the darkness, you've gained a lot of knowledge, a lot of awareness about yourself, about others. And this is the time frame in your life where you're leveling up because of this, because you're embracing these things. You're no longer looking at yourself with a victim mindset. There's no longer a woe is me type of energy. So you're really transitioning towards being a greater version of yourself, being someone that is more authoritative, that's taking the lead. You're the center of your life, and you're playing the lead role. You're the lead character at this time, when before you've kind of been a side character within your own life, which is crazy to even think, but so many people do it because we're so focused on what others think and what others want. But that's not where you are in your journey. You're putting yourself in the center, and you're doing something creatively that's bringing you a lot of joy. You're more attuned with nature. You're seeing messages from the Most High. I think animals have a way of communicating with you, showing you things. When you are outside, you're noticing things. I am seeing a lot of outdoors kind of energy also. So that is a way for you to clear and for you to ground yourself. So just make sure that you are spending time outside and that you are really connecting with your center, with your soul, with who you are authentically, and just making sure that you're taking the lead in your life. And the Most High is guiding you. The Most High is protecting you. Or maybe your spirit team, you have some kind of presence that is around you that's guiding you. It could be a passed down loved one. It could be an ancestor. Whoever or whatever you connect to is along with you on your journey and shows up in the most craziest ways. Maybe sometimes you notice things, something move or something happen that you're like, oh my God, that's crazy, but you just kind of blow it off. And that's this support that's here with you, showing you that you're not alone. Okay, even though you've been alone and you've been in a lot of solitude energy, you are not alone, okay? And you're needing to have more joy, have more fun with the people that you love, and do more things that are just heartfelt. You know, getting outside, going for a walk, going for a run, having a drink that you enjoy. And I'm not, talking about alcohol or anything like that. Just the simple things that really bring you a sense of pleasure. God is wanting you to have more enjoyment, to embrace this life more, to change the way that you see things, change the way that you live, to make it more corresponding with how you want your life to be. So if you're wanting more joy, if you're wanting more happiness, then make it, choose it. It occurs within you first. And that's what you're realizing. So I see this transition of you maybe not seeing all the beauty around you and kind of focusing on the bad. And I think that's been something that has been projected within you, pre-programmed within you, and you're breaking free from this. And this transition is allowing you to embrace your life more, have more fun, and just be in more free-flowing energy, more heart-centered energy that allows you to embrace this life, and no, you don't know where you're going. You can't see your direction. You can't see where this is leading you, but you know that this is taking you somewhere that is connected to your heart, that is going to make you feel really good about your life. Okay? And ultimately, you're going to be putting the past version of yourself to rest. This is all about rebirth and creating a new mindset, a new way of thinking. You're going into a timeline where you have more clarity about your path. And a lot of this has to do with dark aspects of yourself that maybe you want to just forget and move past from, but these are parts of you. They make you who you are, and you wouldn't be this person without this. So I don't know if you're needing to have more appreciation for this old version, for you to have more acknowledgement towards this old version of yourself, to where they brought you and to who you are right now, and that you wouldn't even be who you are currently without this older version of yourself. So you're kind of needing to embrace this without having resentment, without having, these negative feelings, because all of this has led you to where you are currently, and all of this is leading you to where you're going to be, which is somewhere beautiful. So I think you're needing to just give yourself a little grace, give yourself a little self-compassion, and not be so hard on yourself, because no, you are not this version any longer. But this version has did so much to get you to be the person who you are. So it is important for you to have an appreciation for your old life, for your old ways, for your old patterns, because you've broken free from these things and you continue to move forward and to have this trajectory of going upward. But it's also about embracing the dark aspects of yourself, because this is who you are. And a lot of these things you didn't have a choice. Like I said, they were kind of given to you by family or by society or cultural aspects. So don't be so hard on yourself, and embrace who you are and the path that you're currently aligning with, and that's coming towards you. And I get a feeling of acceptance, although you're doing all this self-work and working on yourself. Accept who you are and embrace who you are, and know that you are beautiful, no matter the bad qualities or characteristics you consider, them to be, whatever, because you're moving forward, and that's what you've been desiring. So stop being so hard on yourself. Stop comparing yourself. Stop focusing on the negativity, and, continue to make these transitions towards being the best version of yourself and putting yourself at the center. And it's okay to have, dark thoughts. It's okay to have shadow aspects of ourselves, but don't dwell in that energy. Have a newfound sense of clarity of who you are, because you are literally becoming a new version of yourself. So maybe, there's something that you need to do that could help you to move past this. Maybe you need to have a one-on-one with yourself and release the resentment and negative feelings that you have towards, some of the choices that you've made or the direction that you've went, and allow that version of yourself to rest. But also acknowledge all of the beautiful things that this version of yourself also accomplished, okay? I think that's the message. And let's see what else. So you have Magic Guardian and Earth Guardian. Unlock the magic within and stay rooted and grounded. Wow. So I think you have been unlocking the magic within you. You're seeing your worth. You're seeing your power. You are putting yourself in the center. You're cleansing your energy. You're trying to attune more with the Most High. You're trying to live your life according to the way that you feel like you should. And this is new for you. This is a new path that you're going towards. So be gentle. Allow yourself finesse. Allow yourself grace. Don't be so hard on yourself, because this is magic that is happening within your life. Believe it or not, you have manifested this. And everyone does not have the ability. Everyone will not live the path that you are taking. So just adjust and allow yourself to create. Allow yourself to have more magic within your life because there's so much flowing within you. And this is the time where it's oozing out of you. And just allow it. Do not suppress this. This is about embracing who you are. As I mentioned, the old version as well as the new version of yourself. And it's important that you stay rooted and grounded, and that your heart stays open, and that you don't resent anyone or anything, and that you forgive and continue to move forward, because you're here on a divine mission. And it's important that you make the best choices for yourself and those around you with a pure heart. And you've went through so many dark things that could get fuddled with all the negativity, but it's kind of just deflecting off of you by you staying rooted, by you staying grounded, by you knowing your worth and your ability to create in this life, the life that you truly desire. And you have peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. So maybe there's things that you're feeling as though you're needing to fix or correct or change. It could also be in regards to your path, being hard on yourself, about your path, about how you haven't been able to embrace all of the beauty around you. It's okay. It's all a part of the journey and learning and growing. And spiritually, you're connecting more to yourself, to your soul, to your authentic nature. So it's okay. Life is about lessons and embracing the journey. And you're not gonna always feel like you're doing everything right, but just know that everything is working out as it should. And it is, it truly is working out as it should. And you are right no matter what, because right and wrong are essentially the same. They're just like the right and the left, the light and the dark. So it's important, again, to keep your perspective in the right place, okay? And then you have be brave and honest. So whatever it is that you're going through, I'm sure it can be scary, facing new adversaries, facing new opportunities, facing new challenges, but stay centered. Be brave. Know that you are protected, that you are on the right path. Be honest with yourself on how far you've come and where you are here today. And there's going to be obstacles. There's going to be challenges. You are literally like this rose. You've went through so much, but it hasn't taken away from your beauty. You have these thorns that could literally cut someone, but it doesn't take away from your beauty. So it's just embracing all aspects of yourself, and know that you are a shapeshifter. You can transform. You can be any version of yourself that you want to be, okay? This old version, stop being so hard on who you are. Embrace every aspect of yourself. You are shape-shifting. You are letting go of this old version to embrace a new version that people wouldn't even recognize. Like, you're becoming unrecognizable, and it's because you are shape-shifting and you are becoming a new version of yourself. And this probably won't be the last time that you do this. It's all about elevating and leveling up and being the best version of yourself. So this is a part of your gift. to be able to do this, to transform, to shape shift, to be a different version, and just embrace your path and stop being so hard on yourself, okay? And I'm going to stop here, and I wish you so much love and light, and you take care.